Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Slim is out there with Rain Man. Then it's Halliburton. And there's Jackson. And it's Brogdon in at the 1. And for Detroit, Cunningham and Bay share the wing duty. Isaiah Stewart out there with the Beast. And it's Joseph in at the point. Greg, both teams love to push the ball up the floor, even off of made shots.
And trying to get those easy ones before the defense can get set is always an advantage, and you're seeing more and more teams trying to speed up their pace of play.
So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Stewart, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
From deep three-point range, and that one is off. Now the Pistons take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And winning that game the way they did with the incredible fourth quarter comeback couldn't have left them feeling any better.
And so here is Indiana, following the three-point attempt by Cade Cunningham.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Here's Rain Man, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Rain Man's got 8.
Shows creativity when making plays for his teammates. Brogdon adds a refreshing dynamic to this group.
To the paint, Rain Man. Reed with the rebound. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Detroit shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
He hits both from the stripe.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by, Reese. It's hauled in by Stewart.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
And you can see why Cunningham elicits comparisons to Luka Doncic. Can control the pace of the game, very high basketball IQ, and shows a maturity beyond his years.
And it goes down 2 points.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Knocked away. Halliburton with the steal. And up the court come the Pacers on the break.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Brogdon. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Rebound, Detroit. And also like Doncic, Cunningham can put the offense on his back and carry.
He can put up 50-plus numerous times in his career because he has deep range, can break down defenders off the dribble, and if you run 2 at him, he will immediately find the open man.
Here is Slim, following the bucket by the Pistons. Shot clock at 5. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
All right, a moment to see the stats for Rain Man. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. First in blocks and ranked among the top 10 in scoring he can fill it up with the best of them.
He has been a human highlight reel all season long. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now, and he has the numbers to back it up. Now, here's Cunningham. He had 13 points in the win against Toronto. Hey, it's the bucket.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
And so here is Indiana. Following the three by Detroit. Rain Man passes to Brogdon. Here's Rain Man, guarded by Stewart. Here's Rain Man. 10 points for him. Indiana needs to get a shot off, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. As we get a break in the action, now let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at the Pacers. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason. And checking out Detroit, right behind him, just one spot down.
And I think for the Pistons, they're going to stumble towards the finish line this season with the playoffs nowhere near a possibility.
All the talk around them now is already about what's going to take place in the offseason. Who's going to go? Who's going to stay? I'd be surprised if they don't have a much different look next year.
And the Pacers with possession here. After the basket. Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg.
Love it, love it.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Here is Slim. 33 points last game. Jackson misses. One-on-one here. Stewart misses. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Joseph. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Brogdon inside the line. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Shot by Joseph. No good. Indiana leading. Here's Rain Man. Reese the pass to Halliburton. Launches a three. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And it's really a delicate balance, isn't it, Steve, for some of the teams at this point, trying to keep guys rested and ready for the playoffs, but also not wanting to lose any momentum.
Kevin, there's much more of a focus on that now. You're totally right. Balancing the workload across the entire team is almost a science at this point.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Corey Joseph.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Detroit making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Reed kicks to Jackson. Now, here's Cunningham. He's covered by Halliburton. He's off on that one. Now the Pistons take it the other way. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
And that one, I thought the guys were out of sync offensively. And on the defensive end, a failure to communicate.
This was a brutal loss. You can point fingers in a number of directions, but the bottom line is they just didn't have it tonight.
Cunningham gets the bucket. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
From 12 feet out for 3, Brogdon sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Brogdon's got 5 now.
Well, it's much easier to space the floor when you have effective shooters like Brogdon.
passes to Reed. Over Jackson. Reed misses.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Out to the wing. Here's Reese. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Now it's a 4-point Indiana lead. Cunningham looking it over. From outside the arc. No good. Shot missing. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Pacers lead by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Buddy Hield is out there with Halliburton. Then it's Rain Man. Then there's Slim. And it's Jackson in at the center, locking down the middle.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Cunningham passes to Jackson. And here's Cunningham. Rebounded by Jackson. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. That's a 2 from Hield. And again, it's Indiana converting.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Cunningham dishes it to Olynyk. Pass to Bay. Poked away. And they're on the break. Throws it up high. Olynyk has the open look. Cans it from downtown. Olynyk's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a win against the Magic. Here is Slim. 8 points for him. Pass to Jackson. Clock at 6. Shoots over Olynyk. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Jackson.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Here's Stewart. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents. And not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list. But then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Saddiq Bey was the 19th pick in 2020 out of Villanova, and he made an immediate impact for the Pistons. Dwayne Casey said he's a coach's dream, adding he's made himself into one of the top three-point shooters of his class, a defender, and he's just scratching the surface. Guys, not bad for a rebuilding team.
You're right, they got a good one. Thanks. And the first one at the line is good. Bagley, he's checked in for Detroit. Joseph comes in for Jackson. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Bay wide open, and he fires. Gets the three-point of the ball. Bay's got 8 points.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Pacers leading by 7. Hield way outside. tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Olenek the pass to Bagley. Poked loose. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Here's Rain Man. Drops it in from 14 feet away. He's got 14.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. You look at Rain Man, what a contribution.
Good decision to regather. Talk it over. Your main concern now is how to slow this guy down on the offensive end.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
And not just a scorer. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
Driving inside.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Pistons trail by 13. Hield on the double team. Bagley finds Olenek.